Hi, today we're going to learn about Lucid Chart. And the first thing that we're going to do is that we're going to go to the Chrome Web Store. On the search box, we're going to write Lucid, and right away it appears Lucid Chart Diagramming. Then we are going to select that one that says Lucid Chart for Education, which has a blue slide on the back with 3 working templates. And we are going to go and click Free, where it says Free with the plus sign. A new window appears that asks you if you want to add it into your applications, and we are going to add it. Then, once I have it in my applications, I'm going to double click on it. And a new window may appear that says if you want to upgrade or if you want to work for free, you're going to click Not Now. Then I'm going to hit the button Create. And I'm going to go for a new document. A new window will appear that's going to show you different types of mental map designs. And some are really cool, but in order for you to learn, I would recommend you to choose a blank one so you can make your own mapping. Now the program is loading and a window appears where you need to name your document. Remember that it's very important to keep track of all the documents you do and add a proper title related to the theme or unit that you're studying in a class. In this case, I'm going to name it Class Example. And I'm going to hit the button Create. Now, since Lucid Chart, since you can work by yourself, but you can also work in a collaborative way. So I'm going to hit the button Share. And I'm going to invite people to collaborate. I'm going to put their email accounts. And if it's only one person, then I could send the invitation. If it's a couple of people that are working for you, you're going to put the email and then a comma and then the next email. So you're going to be dividing it by commas. You can also add a little message like let's get to work. Be sure to add the information needed in this certain box, or let's review a certain part of the Lucid Chart, and then I'm going to send the invitations. Okay, so now we're ready to work, and there is the Lucid Chart is a template that has lines and grids, and I like to work by setting the template of the page. Right now we have it in a portrait, but I'm going to go and choose it on a landscape, which gives me more work. The page looks fuller in order to work. Now on the side we have different shapes that we can add to start making our mental map. I'm going to choose a rectangle, and then I'm going to double click on the text and I'm going to write Class Example. I'm going to just bring it up a little bit higher so I have more space to work when I add other different shapes. And then if I double click on it, I can change the color of the font. I can go for reds, I can go for blues. I could also put it on the center or put it in a bold size or a larger size. And I can also align it to the left, but I'm going to leave it centered. Then I can also fill in the space of that rectangle, but I'm going to go for a light blue, and I'm also going to put some color on the margin. I'm going to go for a deeper blue, and I'm going to thicken the margin so the information could be more readable and noticeable. Now I'm going to select other shapes. I think I'm going to go for a rectangle one more time. I'm going to just click and drag inside the page, and I'm going to go and choose a circle the same way. I'm going to click and drag it inside. I'm going to put it in the bottom, and I'm going to go and select another rectangle and drag it inside, and I'm going to go for another circle and put it in the bottom, just at the same level of the other one, more or less. There we go. I'm going to do the same process. I'm going to double click on the text, and I'm going to put theme 1. On the other side, I'm going to click on the text, double click, and I'm going to put theme 2. And then I'm going to add some text for the circles as well by double clicking, remember. Now I'm going to go and fill in the rectangle with a color. And I'm going to go click fill. I'm going to go for a lighter pink. And I'm going to choose a frame like in a darker magenta that I think it's going to be a color that's going to highlight the information. And I'm going to thicken it just a little bit more. There we go. I'm going to do the same process for the other rectangle, but this time I'm going to go for a light yellow. And the frame, I'm going to choose like an orangey or brownish color, and I'm going to thicken up the frame as well. I'm going to move them just a little bit one to closer to the other one. And now I'm going to click from the first rectangle that I did, and I'm going to start connecting so I could give a flow to the mental map by adding some arrows. I'll do the same process with the circles. That way we can have a better view of how the information is going to flow. There we go. We have other tools on the side, more shapes to add, and we can also add some pictures. If you had some pictures that you want to add on Flickr that you have selected before, or if you have some pictures in the desktop in your computer, you can also browse them and upload them. But this time I'm going to go to Google and I'm going to get some images about classroom and technology. I'm going to hit images and I'm going to select one where we have some students working in a lab. I'm just going to select and drag it to the desktop. I'm going to insert it in the Lucid chart. It's loading. It's a JPEG. I'm just going to put it up higher. And I'm going to enlarge it a little bit so we can see even more the students that are working. I'm going to go back and retrieve another image. And I'm going to get the one that has an apple. The same process. I'm going to click and drag. It's loading. And I'm going to position the picture where I need it in my diagram. Okay, I'm going to change the text in my boxes. I'm going to actually add on one traditional schooling, so that I'm going to write in the pink one. So it's going to be traditional schooling. And on the other side, I am going to write flipped classroom because that is the way that you guys learn today with online material. And we can see the difference of one and the other. I hope that this tutorial was useful for you, and I'm sure that you're going to make amazing mental maps. Also, on the side, you can find other tutorials that you can browse to know more details of Lucid Chart.